Over the last year, AI animation has become pretty great. We are now at the point where even the free AI animation tools have become good. Whether you want to do text to video animation, image to animated video, or you just want to have some fun with AI, I will show you 7 free AI animation tools that you can use today to start your project. The first tool that I want to show you is called Genmo AI, and this tool is completely free to use. The only downside is you will have a watermark. But if we take a look at some of the generations that I've done so far, they look pretty good. Like this one, for example, I like it a lot. And the great thing about this tool is you can do multiple things with it. So whether you just want to do text to video animation, you can do that, but you can also upload an image and animate it that way. To give you an example, let's do a random prompt. So now it gives us a prompt of an abstract city skyline. Now we can upload our reference image if we have one, or we can tweak some of the other settings. So we can change up the aspect ratio, we can change the duration, then we can play around with the motion. We can even let it generate multiple generations all at once, and we can also add in a loop if we'd like. If you want to change up the camera motion, you can do so right here. This is a bit more for the advanced user, but play around with it and see what you generate with it. So if you want to zoom in, for example, if you want to have it to roll or rotate, then you can do all of that in here. Lastly, we have the effects, and here we can add a preset and we can choose from all of these different options that we have right here. I'm not gonna do any of that, I'm just gonna keep it simple, and now we're gonna hit submit. And honestly, this one is pretty fast for a free AI image generator. Now live, as you see the video being edited, you see everything being generated, and this usually takes like around a minute.
1 minute later.
So here we have our video, and as you can see, it has a slow zoom out and it has some glowing around the areas. So I will leave the link to Genmo and all the other tools in the description down below where you can check them out. The next tool that I want to show you is completely free to use. There's no watermark on it, but it might be a bit slow to generate, but honestly, I'm very impressed by this tool. So this tool is called Toon Crafter, and the way it works is as follows. First, you drop in your first frame of the image, and then you drop in the second frame. And the frames needs to be slightly different, and then you can type in a prompt and this will animate your video. Here are some examples of how this works. So here we can see this is the first frame, then we have the second frame, and this is how the animated video turned out. And honestly, I'm very impressed by how good this is. Like, if you even see like the detail in this video, like we see the train going through the water, this kind of weird video, it still worked out pretty well. The animation in this horse, like honestly, it's very impressive how detailed and accurate it really is. Now let me just give you an example. So here I have my first frame of an airplane, then I have my second plane right here, and now we can give it a prompt, flying. Let's just keep it really simple. Honestly, I wouldn't mess too much with all of these details. Like this is for pretty much more of the advanced user, but the way it works as right now works perfectly. So now we click on generate, and now because this is free, we are waiting for a GPU to become available. Then once it has acquired that GPU, we can see that the processing time takes about 64 seconds. So let's just wait for that, and then I will show you. Honestly, this looks very good. The clouds are animated. It is a very short video, but the animation is really good for this. Now, keep in mind, these AI animation generators can output various different results depending on your prompt. That's why I recommend you to check out this free ebook where you can read more about AI prompting. I will leave the download link for this in the description down below. It dives into the different AI tools that are currently available, how to write prompts for them, and the many different ways you can use AI. This allows you to simplify research, you learn how to repurpose your content, and how you can break through that annoying writer's block. 2 things that I would personally recommend for you to check out is the discussion on using AI for your content strategy, and the discussions about the limitations of AI. Honestly, that is very important information that you need to know if you're using AI. This ebook was made by HubSpot, which is today's video sponsor. A big shout out to them for this free resource. Now let's continue with the video. The third tool is also completely free to use. It is a tool by Adobe Express, and it works as follows. So first we click on Start Now. So what we can do with this tool is we can animate a character by using our voice, which is one of the more unique tools within this list. Pretty much it looks like it is designed for kids, but keep in mind, I've also seen multiple people make TikToks with this tool, and they make a good amount of views from it, and you can even monetize those type of TikToks. So here we can see these stick figure videos, and they get a good amount of views, like 3K. Then we have also people doing a bit more. Now some are more advanced, but yeah, you can make these very easily within Adobe. So the way it works is first you choose your character. So I've used one that's called Sticky, and you can choose anything that you'd like. You can also do this dude, for example, but let's go with this. Then you choose your character scale if you want to make them bigger or larger. Then you can change up the background to anything that you want. So you can do, for example, this rainbow. You can do the classroom, whatever you like. Then you can change the sizing. So let's say you want to change it to YouTube, then you can do 16:9, and this makes it into a video like this. And now what we can do is we can either record our voice or we can drop in a voiceover. For example, if you're having a voiceover from 11 Labs like I have, then you can drop in your voiceover and then it will be animated based on what you're saying. So here I have my voiceover, I click on open and now it will upload it, and this takes usually around like a minute, and then this is the result.
Ah, another glorious day to pretend I have my life together. Let's see how long I can sit here and think about nothing. Anyways, back to the video.
If animating stick figures isn't really your thing, then this next tool might surprise you. So this is called Pixverse AI. And this tool does a lot. It does text to video, it does image to video, and you can also animate characters and make it into a video. So first of all, let's do text to video. And for this, we're using Pixverse Verse 2. You can also just do the text to video one, but this one is the newer model. So now we copy in our prompt that I have right here. Then we choose if we want to do 5 seconds or 10 seconds, and then we just hit enter. And now it will be generated. While that is generating, let me just show you some of the other videos that I made. So here we have this one. Honestly, it looks very impressive. Then we have some of the homepage. And to be honest, these people are doing a great job at animating with this tool. Like, you can see how high the quality of this tool is. So take a look at Pixverse if you want to have some inspiration. Sometimes you can even see the prompts that they are using, and then you can copy it and use it for yourself. With this tool, you get about 200 free credits, which lets you make around like 12 to 15 videos. Keep in mind, if you just log out and make a new account, then you get 200 credits all over again. The only downside is you will still have that watermark, but I will show you how to remove that later in this video. So our video is now done. Let's take a look at this one. So yeah, that looks pretty cool to me. The fifth tool that I want to share with you is one of the more advanced and also more premium AI art generators or AI animation generators, and this one is called Pika Art. Now, with this tool, you can generate images like this, like you're seeing right now. And honestly, they look very good. Oftentimes, you also get some weird results like this one. But just take a look at this raccoon, for example. This one looks very, very realistic. With Pika AI as well, you get about 200 free credits or 250. I've already used up a few, and they get refreshed over some period of time. The credits that you get with Pika allow you to generate multiple images. Just take a look at the ones that I've made. For example, this one with the waves crashing on the shore of a beach. Now, or these ladybugs that I have right here. All in all, looks pretty cool. So what you can do, if I just do an inspire me, salmon swimming in the stream, you can choose your different styles. So you can do anime, natural, or anything else. Let's do anime. We can even generate sound effects with it. If we'd like, then you can do that as well. And then we can use some of the more advanced options where we can play around with the camera. We can change the aspect ratio, or we can even add in some negative prompts, and we can change up the frames per second. Tool number 6 and tool number 7 are both located on Discord, and I've put them last for this reason specifically, because I don't really like that you have to go on Discord to access these tools. And also the downside of Discord is that it is very chaotic, because if you take a look at it, you can see what everyone else is generating. You can see you don't have privacy at all unless you create your own server, but most people that want to have their own server with their tool need to have a subscription, and you don't have that with the free versions. So take a look at this. This one is called Moon Valley, and Moon Valley is a very cool tool if it works. So take a look at these animations, for example. We have this girl over here. Looks very cool. We can see a detailed prompt that goes into it. And the way it works is as follows. Once you've joined their Discord server, I will leave the link for that in the description down below. You click on slash and then you click on create and then you enter in your prompt. So here you can say whatever you want to create. So a cat walking on the street. Now you choose your style and we have a bunch of different styles available. Let's do, for example, a comic book and then the duration. Now we're gonna do short because otherwise it will take a while, and then you can hit enter. Now the downside with this tool is sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. For example, right now it shows us that we need a subscription because the demand is high. And if the demand is low, then you can generate images or videos for free. But unfortunately right now it isn't, so we have to do it with what we can see right here. Here we can see what other people have generated, and honestly, the generation style is pretty good on this tool. The last tool that I want to share with you is pretty similar to Moon Valley. It just works a little bit different. This one is called Domo AI. And what this tool does is it's also within the Discord server. Once you've joined it, you click on slash. Here you click on animate or you click on video, and you can either turn an image into a video or you can turn your existing video into another video. So this way you can turn yourself into an anime character, for example, or you can do other stuff with it. So here we can see a few examples of what people make. So this is probably the input video, and then it has generated something like this. This one, for example, is pretty cool. Here you can see this guy walking, and then we have the anime version of him. So you can do so by clicking to video, then you import your video, then you say your prompt, and then you can also choose if you want to add in an image as well, and then you click on animate and then it works for you. What's cool about Domo AI is there are so many different styles available. You can play around with them and you can choose whatever you like. But now lastly, the part where all of you have been waiting for. How do you remove that watermark of your AI generated video? Now this isn't very easy. Most of the videos that I've watched about this and all the research that I've done is they just blur the part where the watermark is located. This doesn't look very good. The best way to remove it is going through Runway. This is also a very good AI image generator. The only downside is this isn't really free, or it gives you a free basic plan, but you don't get like the Gen 3 Alpha and all the good versions from it. So what we do here is we go to library, then we click on more, then we go to video editor projects, and here we create a new project. Then we click on inpainting, and now a new project starts. Here we select our footage, so let's say for example we want to do this one, we add it to the timeline, and then as you can see on the bottom right corner we have our watermark right there. What we do then is we increase the brush size, we click on include, and now we just brush this away from our video. Now this takes a little bit of time. Our keyframe has now been saved, and now after this is done generating, our watermark will be removed. You might have to do this a few times within your video. I suggest doing it at the start and do it at the end of your video, and then your watermark will be removed. Just like this, for example. Let me know in the comments down below which tool is your favorite, and also if you want to watch more videos where I show the latest AI tools, then watch the video that's on the screen right now.